Hello there. May the 4th be with you. Just before I get started, I'd give a shout out that gaming, Prime Gaming, Amazon. If you have Prime, you can get GBG for free. Save yourself like £2. Grats. And a bunch of other Star Wars related stuff, it seems, for May the 4th. And we're going to get cracking into, it's like a 2v2 best of 5 or something, or so they say. And kicking things off here with Hideout, the absolutely swiped map from AoE2, which, I was going to congratulate it and say it was spawning well, but, you can get in. That's a real improvement. That's 4 out of 4 players' bases accessible down here with an asterisk. But yeah. So getting into this, we've got John here with Rebels, and his teammate's going to be Nonacka Jones here, I believe is Esty, in the orange. They're playing the Zan Consortium. And they're facing off against big old Juan Megito here in the Black Sun and the purple. And we got Nixu as his teammate. Old Nixu, one of the oldest gamers ever recorded in GBG. An old man. He's playing the Gungans here in the teal. And looking around, Rontos, some Eopies, stockpiles of food. Looking solid. You got these little light walls to defend your base. So I've already started deleting them here though. I guess some of the lures are outside. Has everyone got these things? Got Ronto and these raids, man. They look like they've been lifting. But not the Dune Claw. No food on that bad boy. 325 food on these. I better speed it up because it's going to be like multiple games. And I don't want to be here forever. And I'm sure you might want a little bit of GBG, but you probably don't want a lot of GBG. That would be too much GBG. Esty's saying he's totally walled in, but is he? I can't. Is there like one behind there that I can't see? I'm surprised you can't get through there, no? And yeah, you can either hold your gate open or delete it. No, he's not walled in, see? There you go. Congratulations, welcome to the real world, Vault Dweller. And so what kind of antics are we going to see here? So it's around these sides that the pressure could come, but it's very unlikely, just given the walls and the carbon sort of sticking out there, delaying any unit movement. So we're probably just going to see is fast T3 gameplay. Into air, try and get that early pressure on your opponents, get that map control and work from there, really. It's very hard to get like early strike aggression, I would think, with these light walls. Because most people are going to be quite comfortable inside their bases here. And you've even got 2 sources of Nova. I would say John's is quite harassable from the outside though. Being right on the edge of the wall there. Whereas some players like Nixu, it's right towards the central carbon rocks. Much more safe. And I might need to go even faster than before. Because this T1 is it's going to be a long, luxurious T1 into a T3, I suppose. Boys have got quite a distance to travel. Double food processor here for Megito. Probably unnecessary. Building it there for the Eopies. Could have just pushed them on the scout. Raid to grab outside as well. Bit of extra food he's missing. Nixu as well, not picking up his raids. He does see them. It's going to be tricky though when you play some of these because there's been so many different monsters added to the maps and Nixu's scout's kind of low for luring his raids. Nerf stealing? Was there nerfs? I didn't see any. There's 6 nerfs or so. Maybe 8. And Megito and Nonacka there hitting T2. Quicker than the other 2. Closer, they're going T3 though. A lot of food here for SD. Looks like he's not going to be waiting too long. Going to have a very fast T3 this game. Must have been practicing. Got his build going well here. Good to click the button. Does have that Zang Sordium, so he gets that Nova for free as well. Juan as well, god damn! On the way to T3 and he doesn't have that extra little buff there. Everybody got their T1s going, man. Gaming. Let's have a look. It's the old situation with the worker counts. One extra marker there for Juan. I think he was pretty much a comparative tech time too. Oldnexu and Juan will be ahead, but they haven't really clicked the button yet, I don't think. Just started. Oldnexu about to. Oldnexu. Got real traditional Gungans here. No spaceport. On Earth. What are these banthas doing? Did he wall them out? Did he steal them and wall them out? Got a house down here. Not really any way to harass with strike mechs, I wouldn't think here. We just prefer spaceport, I feel, if you're going to be playing air. Just for that more flexibility with your resources. Just being able to get that infrastructure out, get those air bases up as soon as possible, get the fighters queued up as soon as possible. You know, you can cut other corners from that. Because you can just fly over terrain and do as much damage as possible. So we've got one air base, two air base. A little bit slower on the second one. We've already got a fighter out in the first one here. Yes, they're definitely ahead of everyone, I would say, infrastructure-wise. There's the double air base for Nixu. I wonder if Nixu's going to do anything interesting with this war center they chose. He's maybe going to build up some strikes in a little bit and just drop them over, which would be a nice differential if he can get them into SD space. Interesting matchup here too. Both mech civs, not very good air. SD comes in first there. It's always the danger, being the first one to aggress. You got that defender's advantage on the other side. They get vision of your units. You tend to not have vision of them, and normally what we like to do is, you know, use our scout, go into their base. We can't do that on this map because of the light walls. So there's a real unknown, this sort of center of the map, and going into people's carbon lines, especially early. Or when you don't feel you have the, you know, the numbers advantage. There's a lot of air from Juan here coming around to John's base. I don't really see any units from John. Is he hiding in his air bases or something? He is. He's got 6 stashed up there. We've got 2 turrets. The Lord of the Rings gaming here with the 2 towers. Has a lot of air coming in, but can he sandwich it? This is actually a little bit dicey because you have to like get them together. I don't know if like ambushing it. See the way they come out, like it just makes you lose the trade. Whoa, he clicked the air base though, or the nursery. SD actually coming over to help. I don't think that really went the way that John wanted it there. And if Juan hadn't misclicked, I think that would be even worse. Even with SD coming to help there. I actually think he would have wiped everything if he hadn't clicked this animal nursery. And Nixu, you know, like they're all trading their fighters away, but Nixu here, he's getting fat here with the fighters. He's getting a big amount. You might have so many that turrets, you know, are not enough of a deterrence. He needs to be careful here. Oh boy, Nonacka here. Just 4 fighters against what's going to be about 3 times their amount. A little bit of a skirmish here. You taking down those fighters. And I feel like this is pretty good for Megito. John's actually the only air civ here. And keeping his fighter count low is just kind of great. And there goes those fighters, they do get wiped out. We see Nixu actually going to go straight across to John now. So being rebels, this should be like a big concern for the other team. Not wanting him to get to T4, you know, super early. try and keep them down, keep them wasting resources on other things, and just let their worker counts and command center counts sort of swell up to the point that they can weather the storm very easily. Maybe get up to T4 themselves and then just rely on those interceptors, those cheap units, that 6 range to try and pick apart. And those advanced turrets. They can get batteries as well, but again, batteries are going to benefit from just stalling things out, right? Just having more resources at hand. You know, the more tools you've got. That fast T4 is just going to be so min-maxed. You know, all resources being allocated to doing that damage. And Megiddo here just... He's trying to find an angle to do something, but he ended up just taking damage. He's going to lure these 2 fighters, though, to Nixu, who just gets them for free. Which is nice for him. But I do feel Nixu needs to be more active with his air, though. He needs to be going right. He's got so much fighters compared to the other players. I would just like to see him fly around, just ignore these turrets and, you know, stutter step. Just force the issue. Keep trading fighters with these guys, keep them down, while him and Megiddo keep building up those workers. I see Juan getting out here. Some good vision, getting some walling too. Grabbing up some of that map. Nixie did a little bit of an extension here. Yeah. Hope he's got planning permission for this one. Grabbing that ore. And John just completely hovering Nonacka's base here. And we got a little bit of a drop planned. I feel it's a bit late for this though. For like no war center strike max. Especially when he's got so many fights. He might actually just kill the transport. This is a real forced fight here. I don't know how good it is. Nixie's actually not paying it. He does kill the transport though. Oh my god. He had it if he didn't pull back there. They managed to get quite a lot of Nixie's fighters there. That was pretty sloppy from both sides. And I do feel the strike mix just not, it's not worth it. I think the best way for these two to play would be just completely air here. And Nonacka try to get T4 and just play around some interceptors as well. Give John that sort of map control with the T4 shielded air and play from there. Grab up the map. And then transition into some mech stuff. Being Zan. Just looking at the mini-map right now, there seems to be a... This must be his second ore, right? Second ore, so like 2 ores for grabs here. One on this side. Extra Nova down here as well. Not seen anyone go for the holocrons. They seem very John's side though. 1. And I'll click that. It's my bad. 2, 3. Oh, somebody got some of them then. Not John, not Juan. Oh, Nixie's got 2. Nice. So there's 3 left over here on this side. Ain't much going on. We are hitting about 30 minutes. 30 minutes to about 33, 34 minutes, I would say. Is a reasonably standard T4 when you've got air. And we can see Este's money there lining up for that. John at the moment very imbalanced with his eco. A lot of carbon. I think he's maybe squandering, just doesn't feel the space here for these 2 command centers. Space for farms and stuff. He has rebels though. His farm should be souped up. Nixu on the way to T4. Juan. He's just hyper booming. Let's have a look and just see where everyone stands. So Juan really committing to the T3 boom there, and it shows 103 workers. The rest of them all very comparative. Haven't really seen much workers go down. It's mainly just been trading air for air. John talking about going up to T4. Didn't even click the button yet though. I mean, Nonacka's on the way. Nixie's on the way. At this rate, Juan will be on the way too. Yeah, I've actually seen some infrastructure getting set up just ahead of time here for Juan. And layering some heavy wall too. See any gates or anything though. One on the way. So Black Sun gonna have very strong troopers, and then later those Night Mothers, right? Not seeing anything for Nixon. He's on his way to T4 and that, but not sure what his plans are. He's got his air. He can get them to fast fighters. He can upgrade his turrets, I imagine. I hope. Homing sensors first. Going for that. That homing lock-on tech. It's guaranteed hits. And really no infrastructure for John. He's got a fortress, which will maybe help. Got a bit of vision over here. I think he is starting to pick up those holocrons. And Nonacka was T4. He's got some strike max out. He's only just started getting his war center upgrades. Very, like, slow. Everyone's got, like, quite strong eco in that, but just slow to get anything done. I feel like Juan's almost the best setup, but he hasn't even got power core yet. Like a city build game now. Talking about spaceports and stuff. Play for the long game. I don't know, man. Where's the units? Where's the action? And Juan getting his own spaceports here. Nixu the same. I want to see some units pump out. See some pressure. There we go. And I can hear getting forward mag factory. Got these strike mags looking for some workers to kill. Fortunately, the spaceport workers have already done their job. There's just this command center at the front here that's kind of harassable. These farms are harassable from the left-hand side too. And Nixu going to be a little bit punished for not having sort of like any mech infrastructure yet. Only just started building his buildings here. Kind of late to getting his walls over here as well. I used to grabbing up a lot of this map. And a lot more infrastructure again. Let's see those units pump out. This is... It's kind of silly, isn't it? See how it does. Lucky Ashman cannon. The audacity of it is quite extreme. I don't see any units from Juan to punish it yet, but he's got all the infrastructure to build them. So we'll see how that does over time. Fighters are upgraded with shields and fast fighter. Strike mechs do get cleaned up here, and Nixu is pretty much just as behind on war center upgrades as SD. SD is pulling ahead here. He's got like the first round of them. And troopers do start to pop out, but you can defend them here with the fighters. The fighters do come to defend this. Kinda just needed a one mech destroyer. And Juan might not actually have enough workers to repair this fortress. It will actually go down. Sometimes the audacity to do something so risky pays off. Fortune favors the bold. And these troopers have got like no upgrades, so they're not going to do much damage here. A long time for them to kill these. Fighters are going to arrive, probably bail it out. And these cannons can just keep going, start knocking down these shield walls. Juan really needs to get those upgrades going, man, and just pump out the units. A lot of money. Right now, just relying on the worst things for these advanced fighters, just feeding in heavy anti-air troopers to them. Fully upgraded fighters going to do quite well. Killing those off. Trade starting, but I'm just not really seeing units out for this team. Some air raids. He did get homing. He never got advanced turrets though. It's been a long time. Kinda losing some needless workers here. Mech destroyer is out. Again, just need loads of upgrades to get those Gungan mechs going. I think they should do a lot better against Kazan. just purely based on HP. There are assault mechs who are going to be really good in particular. And I would say Rebels should actually have a hard time, I'd feel, with Black Sun. Once they get their economy really going and get those Night Mothers out. Because Rebel Jedi, not so good. They're going to have the stronger troopers, though, on the ground. Very slow in those upgrades. Nixie's army starting to really swell up here. Nixie builds pretty good economies. Should be really good in the late game. He really knows what he's doing in the late game. Needs to get his upgrades and get cracking. That's going to be really annoying. This cannon just start hitting from the other side here. And I guess they're almost carving into... I mean, this is quite a big part of the economy here for Nixie. The strike mechs swell in here. It's going to be a bad time. Maybe just kill off these rocks with an air cruiser or something. Just flood those strike mechs in, right? As both players have walled. And the troopers are surging out here, but again, they just kind of suck dealing with these cannons when they don't have their upgrades. And the fighters are just getting really good value. Gonna need like leapfrogging turrets and stuff. Or some anti-air mobiles or something. I wouldn't even be a mistake. I think with these guys you can't just go interceptors, I feel. Get your efficient man and your armoured plate work. Really nice way to play that T3 game into. You know, have your fighters left over from the antics. Get fast fighter, get those 2 upgrades, and then just switch to interceptors and cancel your opponent out with those there. Kill those fighters as you can. Nixie traditionally doesn't like the walls. And he has killed off the carbon here. The air cruiser, and he can start flooding those strike mechs in, and this could be a big problem. But at the same time, Nixie might just start fighting here. He's bringing his whole army over. And I think he prefers that than the walls down here, so we'll see what happens. However, I guess they could get some sort of force together and maybe influence the trade now. We'll see how it plays out, how it progresses. Doesn't look like there's much happening on the other side right now. Megito realizing that he's banging his head against the wall. Needs to get some real good anti-air infrastructure. And then start pushing. I feel like all players should just carve through, honestly. Particularly, I feel like Megito should just do that. Get in there. Any anti-air infrastructure you get like in the center of this map, I feel is going to have better value than what you build just, you know, like isolated over here, because you're kind of covering your opponent, your friend's base as well, and then you can go either base too. So the center of the map should hold value. Maybe worth crawling in there with ACs and building turrets, building shields and stuff. It's like the 2 ways to win, right? You either kill the trade or you get into the Rico. And AC going to be taking some huge shots here from the anti-air mobiles. He's going down. Down it goes. This isn't a shield wall or anything, just a medium wall. Nixie just does not have any cannons though. And you get even building infrastructure over here. It's a lot of troop centers. But where are the troopers? That's what I want to know. Yeah, our trooper not found. Repeater trooper getting researched. It's the war center status. There's a lot of them. But where are the units? The infrastructure is going to get knocked. The power cores are going to go down for the units, right? Bounty hunter, first thing to arrive here. And Nixie. Some of his units here. Air killing off the trade, which is annoying. They need to build anti-air across the trade as well. This is why the interceptors would be handy just to have access to. Particularly for Juan, because you can just build a few of them, you know, and just start picking this apart. Whittling the numbers down. But this is a lot of units for Juan here. Got the upgraded anti-air mobiles for that +4 range. A lot of attackers for John, but he seems to be hovering this side, and now he's going to have to deal with his own side. He's really underestimating Juan here, I feel. Trying to hover SD into beating Oldnexu over here. I would say Nixu just not got a good position, doesn't have a lot of infrastructure here, and Fortress going up now. At the same time, John's going to be forced to try and wipe this army. The A-mobiles are overextending, I feel. And this is really good for John, that you can just shoot these first, rather than them sitting behind the army. And they're going to blow up way too quickly here. And you never really want to make too much anti-air, so you can see that there's not really any in reserve. It's going to be huge losses, I feel, for Juan. Attackers are just very strong. That's really going to slow him down, break his momentum here. And kind of on him to try and win that side as soon as possible, since Nixu is struggling a little bit over here. He just needs to delete these walls and houses and give himself a better chance here. John playing for the attrition, just still killing these traders over here, wiping this army. A good way to play rebels. Certainly keeps them away from... Like, this team really needs good trade to just win, based on their races, right? Like, the Gungan Assault Mech is going to be so much stronger than the Assault Mech for Zan, based on HP. And then the Black Sun Masters, the Night Mothers, they're going to be so much stronger than the Rebel ones. Like, that's the two big things they could really be playing for. And not having the Trade Nova is just a huge, you know, huge issue there. Basically going to prevent that scenario from ever happening. And Juan, I feel like he's just trying to do too much, man. He's trying to be over here too, and his army here is just basically anti-air mobiles now. It's a very extreme response, but fair play on him for making such a good economy that he's just throwing these out. That's one way of dealing with attackers, I guess. I think I would just still prefer like turret crawling and some A-mobiles maybe, and then some anti-air troopers, and maybe some interceptors, man. I feel like the interceptors really need to be getting used. Yeah, what are you going to do now, though? Just need some cannons, there's one. This is shield walls, of course. And funneling in the Mounties on this side now. Don't know if John's got anything planned now. Or he might just do that thing where he sort of dies on his side and tries to make them win on this side. Doesn't always work out though. It's risky. ST's even telling him to focus on his side. He's worried about that idea. So, I mean, Juan can start building troops here all the time now as well. He's got the infrastructure, so they won't necessarily R through Nixu as quick as they might want. And Juan could get to their trade, you know. Looks like they have sorted it out. Just need to get these turrets up, man. I'm building a few. He's done a... I think Juan's playing really well. Like, he was a bit slow. T3, early T4, but it's looking good here. Some assault men. He needs to be playing his Civ though. He needs to be getting the Night Mothers. We need some Night Mothers. This is ridiculous. Mexican assault mechs out here when you can just be converting them. Take them away. Confiscate them. That's a contraband assault mech. Illegal. Troopers are in. There's too many. I'm seeing too many. Come on, where's the Night Mothers? We need to deport those assault mechs. A lot of heavy strike mechs coming in here. Veteran defilers. Pretty good differential in this matchup, the defiler. Got quite a lot of the upgrades too. Maybe fully upgraded, I'm not sure. It's a great range on them. And really getting a lot of that map now. And Nixie's lost his 2 holocrons too. John sound like a attack here where they telling him to micro his defilers. The Amabile swarm has died. Alright, is Juan out of money? Oh, he is. Yeah. Does have a good worker count? A lot of that. Kind of relying on trade, I suppose. He really did spend like all of his money on those 2 attacks. I don't like this spaceport's griefing him, man. Look at this route they're taking. Right across the water, flying over the units. This one's flying into the fortress. Huh? Are they like not targetable by a fortress? It's got 11 range. Is this a bug or? I mean, they're just tapping out. He had no money. Nixie's got an army here, but I think Nixie could maybe keep going, but maybe they're frustrated. But yeah, is this a bug that I'm not the fortress not shooting these? I don't know. It's just Nixie now, 2v1, and frankly, don't see him winning. He's going to smash that army though. Definitely would have pushed them back here for a bit, but trade's getting hit again. And once masters start coming over here, it'd be so annoying. Attackers and speeders and that. I feel like I need to just give it a little bit of time, just in case, you know, Nixu's going to somehow 2v1 them both, but I don't think it's the case. Not on a map like this late into the game. Right. Infinity speed. Alright, there we go. Freedom. Game 2. You're on Budapow. What's the other one? It's the one that's like it, but it's not it. It's like a crater. And where are we? Got John here, the purple, the Royal Naboo. And his teammate Nonacka and the Gungans here in the grey. On the other side of things, we've got Juan this time in the teal, the cyan here in the resistance. And we've got Nixu here in the purple, the Republic. Let me out of T1. God, I'm only 34 minutes in. Trying to push those Koopas, but Koopas having none of it. Switching to the Lobel. And the Lobel's having none of it. Oh, just gets there in the end. to the Pali fruit bushes. Got 25 less food. So if you look at the distance on this map, it's pretty damn short. I would say light walls are your friend here, and T1 recruits are potentially your friend. As are always, you know, the old mounted trooper. So everyone's pretty much got a nursery. We've got a bit of a lake with tons of food in it, to be honest. A real strong one for some T1 antics and then fishing afterwards, maybe. But we will see. Troop center on the way for Nixu. See the first one, 5 minutes 36 seconds. So I wonder, is that Gundark? God damn. See a Gundark in a while. Troop center up. Seeing anything queued yet though. Wonder what the plan. Anti on the way. Power core on the way. So see Nixu be the first to get some sort of aggression in here. A little bit difficult to harass John though, I would say. His carbon's quite close to CC. So is berries. The other thing is maybe at risk is getting knocked off his lurable hunt here. Or pushable hunt rather. That Cupid man, he's still waddling about after taking a shot. What champion? Actually building up the Mentis here too here. Maybe gonna go for that surprise value. Seeing any read out of John as yet? He's not trying to go and just fish or anything. Troop center now for SD and Nonacka here. One for Juan. Where are these blooming Mounties? I can't see them on this map. Where did they go? What is this route they're taking? He doesn't know where his opponent is. He's way off though. He's like going round his base. He's so off. It's given John so much time to level up Zico. Have more carbon to deal with this problem when it hits. He's going right all the way around. Now he sees him. And they come. Light wall for some reason. It's worth just killing these and killing the workers, in my opinion. I don't like this light wall stuff against minis. Like, people should just take. That's like 2 workers. It's like you've given me 2 workers. Just kill them. It's like what's the alternative right now? Running around, no worker kills. Nothing to really push them off of. People need to just start, when they see those light walls, just grab them. Get in there, getting stuck against the workers, then they can't get repaired, they can't get out. You get 2 worker kills, you're 2 workers up. Value. On the other side of things, got some Gungan Mounties running around with a medic. The Gungan v Gungan, is it? Oh, Nonacka's over here. My brain is melting. So he's pulling out here. Super recruits are out. I can push this away. No problem. And one of the menus goes down to that command center fire. It's been as annoying as possible with this, but he's gonna get lured again. And the workers are running over here now. So it's some good disruption. I think you could still do that though and kill these 2. There wouldn't even be this carbon going in. This power core wouldn't go up either. Trooper recruits out. Nixu on the way to T2. Juan on the way to T2. Nonacka just started. Can't click John. John, comparable time. It's about even. I don't see anyone on the water yet. I think the water is just huge to go for. Nixie could get on these shorefish though, which would be nice. Ease up that transition from, you know, eating all the food. Still quite a lot of berries though. There's nerfs to take away. Maybe not too impactful. The trooper recruits fighting trooper recruits over here. We're about to be. These prefabs messing them up a little bit though, and that Mountie tanking some, and now the medic's going to tank a little bit here. Oh, maybe not. Not actually being too useful there. A little bit of healing, but yeah, can't really out-heal the DPS there. The trooper seems to have pretty sensible targeting there with the medic. No trooper here, but he doesn't want to be tanking command center fire. Only one beam though. And he's getting a really good position there. That is top notch. One worker going down. You get behind this carbon here as well, be great. Get into that food. Just grabs these boys, sends them here. That's huge damage. I don't know if he knows yet. You can't see it through the fog of war though. He's got to be thinking, you know, like there's no workers here in this carbon, where are they? Sorry, going up here, but you could sit here. Up here on this bit. And oh no. I don't see any turrets, just troopers to rely on here. And a hill. They're on elevation right now shooting at these guys. Needs to shoot the trooper though. Losing DPS. We lost a lot of DPS there for just one trooper, like. That's not good. Is Juan trying to go T3? God, he is. Well, he's not too far off it. He could really squeeze it out there. I do think he, if he just committed to rushing though, he kills Nonacka here. He's just really caught off guard. Doesn't have what he needs. Doesn't have turrets. John getting some units out. Gonna kill another worker here, Nixie. John getting into the war here, which does favour him quite well, being Naboo. Nixie on top of that hill, trading back, kills a trooper. And oh, that big reinforcements here. John and Nonacka just really getting beaten out here in the early game. They've just won on the late game. Go for that power core. That power core below half health now. It's a real difficult place to actually repair. I think it's going to go down. Probably wasn't built in the most sensible spot. And I guess they're asking for help right now, and that's not what John wants to be hearing. He's in this situation. I'll see Nixu a power droid in a shipyard and just frigate over here. That would really be tilting. For all, there's still frigate popping up there while you've got these troopers wandering about your base. And this is really the way for John to be getting back into things here with these unharassable workers. At least they are presently. That's just really annoying, isn't it? He kills that worker too. Oof. And Juan almost T3. I don't think anyone is close. Except maybe. Nonacka and John, not really. So what can Juan do with this? Be a huge differential here. Being T3, having those strike mechs or those fighters, what will he do with them? You could try and go for the killing blow on SD here, or try and influence things on John's side. John even calling GG here. Airbase going up. No strike mech queued. Not actually a lot of room here. He's building a power droid. He's going triple airbase. You see, you can't really fit another airbase in there. Could have been deleted this house though. You can get one there. So triple airbase T3 versus players that are just in T2. That's a lot of anti-air getting spammed out. It's going to be needed. John has a lot more troopers, and Nixu going to have to back off here, but I imagine Nixu must be on his way as well, just started. So he wants to just stall things out here, doesn't want to build any more troopers. So John really needs to force the issue here and, you know, maybe make it across to Nixu's base and try and do some damage, because these troops are about to get completely outscaled. They're going to be useless very soon, and they're wandering God knows where right now. Got 2 fighters out. I've been eating some extra hunt over here. Thanks for getting in and getting another worker. Nice. Get some walling going. Is Republic probably going to want to play around here, right? I would say though, strike mechs would actually be pretty top notch. Like just sitting here hammering at these units. To be honest, I think I would go strike. If I was on the wing here and a 2v2, just getting T3, you know, this kind of time. This spot looks juicy to play around and get like a fortress. Because look at the ore, the Nova. They're just going to call GG when Nixu hits T3. Oh, those fighters are killing. I think it's over. We'll just go into game 3. It's like there's too many fighters to deal with. Can quite catch it though. And I have no idea what the hell this map is. Is this just one of the sea maps with like some new skin? Got that like coral textures. This looks pretty cool. I like it. It's really nice, really fresh. Almost didn't think I was looking at GBG then. So we got John here with blue, playing Geonosians, and then we got Este here, Nonacka in the yellow with the First Order. I knew that would happen. 2 workers is come on. 2 workers versus the Ronto. Come on now. Galactic Empire in the grey for Juan Miguito, and Nixu is on the Resistance in the orange. Interesting map, man. Like, you got a lot of food. Some berries. Traditional Muja fruit bush berries. 125. 4 Rontos? God damn. Is one of these his though? He is stealing it. No, he is just stealing a Ronto. Okay. Some serious gaming right now. I feel like Nixu does see him with his scout positioning, but... It's what, 3 Rontos, 4 Rontos, and he's stolen one of his. So you have 5, Nixu has 3. Okay. Can you fly through here? Can't tell what's water and what's land. This is land, isn't it? He's gonna make it. He's got to half health. We're on to a delivery. Tell this best of 5's really heating up with a Ronto steal with the scout. On pulling out all the tricks to take down old Nixu. That medic. Oof. Where's he going? The rare object right there. I didn't even know what it was. Just a floating ball. It looks like he claps his hands. See that? It's like clapping his hands. These look annoying. Flame beetles. Some Gizkas to push as well. There's troop center though. This is First Order, right? So it's you know what's happening. You know what's gonna be happening. Oh, there's a nursery though. I hear that's not needed. How good is it gonna be though? And there's one eating all his Rontos. There's one. Who's dominating right now? Like, Este, what the hell? The medic and losing a worker is really Really showing through there. Juan, yeah, I thought Juan is just like ahead of people, like food wise. Just at a glance, can I see that? He's gonna go for fishing though. So that's a question. Do you go for that early aggression, or do you just go straight fishing, or do you go early aggression with the fishing? How do you want to play this map? Because most of this map is actually water. Does anyone even have good civs? I think first order are okay, right? Or am I cooked? Can't remember. It's okay-ish. Not the best. None of those techs though. Just everyone kind of crap boat civs. Empire are okay though, right? Like having advanced frigates nice. Just for like playing around the war. Flame Trooper on Zeve. Medic has been scouting. Needs to link up. Cheer the Flame Trooper on with his clapping percussion. Troop Center are already up though. This is kind of a good spot to be in to defend this. Like you've got all this extra unharassable workers popping out. You know, you're just getting stronger while you're juggling this pressure. Just needs to get a few trooper recruits together though. Maybe just start slapping this and repair. Oh, he does hit this with the command center. It's good damage. Normally that would be a mistake to take that on 1v1, but with the command center hitting. Right. Yeah, and the second one popping out here, and they all have the DPS to knock this down. Just trying to surround them here with the workers, like keep them in position. Should have focused the one that was low though. He just did that at the end there, but got housed. You got housed. He's so unharassed. He's getting housed while losing troopers. One worker does go down. I mean, that's 4 boats out now. John, double shipyards now. Makes him not actually fishing, going for a wall. I worry about that. He really needs to get some really quick aggression on John here. Or he's going to fall way behind, I feel, in eco. Now Juan on the way to C2. Yeah, Nonacka nowhere near. John on the way to C2 now, though. Let's see where we stand with the eco now. These boats being made. 34. John definitely in the lead there. He has 2 double shipyards, so. Let's start to show now that he's not too far behind right now. It's whether you can get T3, get the air bases, get the fighter pressure going, and do something with it. But I just feel it's so much harder nowadays, especially with destroyers and like the anti-air destroyers in T2. Like, there's not much reason to not fish these days, I feel. Anti-air troopers got buffed as well. Got a lot of tools to just weather the storm in T2 now. While just being so ahead in economy. Damn, these things are tanky. Troopers on the way. This is a really harassable base though. We don't actually have troop center. And if we did get troop center, look how far away it would be. So Nixie could do some damage if he got fighters over and like this left hand side just went around going for the workers. Like this Nova would probably be killable. Like he's gonna make a turret and it's probably gonna be here, right? Covering all this. And then he'll make like anti-air boats over here, so this is the area to hit. War center. First to get in here. Find an angle to do some damage though. He's got the troop center camped. Oh my. Why are you going back? What? Juan! You can just win. Kill the workers. He just runs back. What, did he see him hit T2 and he's like, oh, I need to leave. Serious misread there. You can stop this turret going up. Just call him GG, he's just quitting. Damn, man. Stop the demo loop thing. Why is that even on? Well, 2 early wins for Oldnexu and Juan there. Into game 4. 2-1. Right, my brain's struggling here. Yeah. 1, 2 wins. Brain. Another big water map. It's like forced deployment, isn't it? There's something very similar modelled on it. Kind of got a nice starting island though. Like a lot of land. But you get all your farms on here probably. Good amount of food. What are the civs like? Got John in the blue with the geos again. Okay. Got Nixu in the yellow with the Zan. Juan in the red with the remnants. And a resistance here for John and Nonacka here in the grey. So remnants are good on water, right? I'm confused, yeah. A full territory. Swimmer, of course. OP unit. Some big nerfs. Solid fruit bushes. Doesn't look like any lure. There's enough to keep you going though. Yeah, you want to go early. I think everyone needs to go fishing early. That's enough to keep your production of your command center going, and then you just get into the shipyards. Get as much trawlers out as possible. There's quite a bit of UOPs though. There's maybe slight potential to just go frigates first, but this like sticking out parts are just going to really slow you down. It's maybe not worth it. But the nature of these maps as well, like you can reasonably go like reasonably. It's like easy and reasonably combined. Reasonably go like 3 shipyards and sort of scatter them out so you've got different points. Or to harass them all at the same time. Is there any gas vents on this? There was gas vents in the last map. Doesn't seem like it. Just fish. Right, free mate, this is gonna be a long table. Let me out. Shipyard. Shipyard. Can I get a shipyard? No shipyards. I'll go for the hunt. Juan's actually got it pretty made, man. These are next to his command center. They saved the second food processor. There we go. Is everyone on the water now? Yeah. Right. Made it out of T1. The power of time. Travel. Let's see how we stand. Economic wise. In behind. Might catch up though. Everyone is T2 except Nixu. He's on his way. So what's Juan up to? Put out the one frig. Look at one shipyard though. Got so many trawlers for one shipyard. Just because he did it earlier than everyone else, I think. And that added benefit of just not putting that carbon on the hunt. He just had the food processor here. Sort of scouting with this frigate. Maybe giving the illusion he's going to attack. Mind games here. John got a lot of frigates out now. On that 3 shipyards. Makes you just on 2. I'm worrying about him because a lot of his fishing is just forward facing right now. It needn't be. So if John gets a lot of these frigates together, starts pushing in here, he could get some worker kills. See, he is starting to pump these out though. He's not like on weird patrols. Very tentative approach here from John. Just building vision slowly. Slowly progressing. It is a bit late for any sort of aggression, I feel, in frigates. People might hit T3s kind of soon. He's going to come in here and try and kill something. Sneaks his opportunity though to smash these. 5v3. I guess they come in here and Juan didn't actually build any more frigates, so he's actually going to get some good damage here. It's going to take a while to get 3 out of just 1 shipyard. Let's see, that's going to be 2 kills already. Oh, the destroyer though, he's T3. And this is not enough frigates to deal with this. Big moves here. I like it. What's he going to do behind that? Double airbase. You don't have airbase up for Este though. John has been pushed away here. Like any kills though. He did manage to pull his frigates away. But he's losing that vision he's built up. He's scouting with a cargo hovercraft. I guess he can go straight across, right? It's certainly something. Where's it going though? Mapping things out. And then come the frigates here. Very even on upgrades, but I think the numbers are here in John's favour. Got to remember, he's on 3 shipyards. Neeks you 2, and he's just going to smash him there. Just the numbers make the huge difference. It's actually hard to tell what's blooming trawlers and what's frigates here. This might just be a mascot. He's going to call GG. He's like, I've just lost. It needn't be so, but he's just been caught out so hard, I guess. That's such a quick win. He's got so much money though. I think he could go harder on the water. I think you should go harder on the water. I wouldn't want to be 2 shipyards on this map, to be honest. I'd want 3. 3 minimum. Well, you don't need to build it there. You can. I think it would have been smart to just have one over here and just be putting all these trawlers back here, so that, you know, when something does happen, like, you can just kite to like here. And you can even have like a turret in one of these positions and have that as your position, or put your turret at your infrastructure. It's worth it. You don't want to. You see how bad things snowball when you lose a trade like that, especially close at home. They get right on your trawlers. So 2-2. Last game. It's like forest or something. Yeah, this is forest. It's kind of an open forest though. It's not the forest I know. What is this? It's like an actual good looking map. Carbon's like on the edges, so got a nice little arena in the center for the players. We got Nonacka here, in purple, the Republic. Wearing the Jew back, but 2. Oh. Jewback's a tanky, man. Gotta respect them. Doesn't manage to not lose anything there on the ball. John with the Gungans in the grey. We got Nixu here with the green Wookiees, and lastly we got Juan here with the orange Geonosians. What awaits us here? Right, we're escaping T1. Until I see a troop center go down. I don't think you can build on that texture, can you? That looks like one of the ones that's like always tormented me. Maybe it's not. I remember there was trees in like one of the earlier iterations, and you'd mine them out, and they'd leave behind a texture that you can't build on top of. This actually makes me think of Zoo Tycoon. Like deciduous forest floor or something. Anyone played Zoo Tycoon? That was a goddamn good game. It's way back in the day though. Where are the troop centers, guys? It's quite a nice wall off Juan's got going. Feeling kind of safe. Makes you a lot to cover if he wants to wall. John's got quite an easy one here with this whole little lake he's got. Gungan home advantage right here. Get some water. And then that's pretty open. Big open map here. Down and go the flump. Keep forgetting I've got a smoothie here. From that innocent super smoothie green energize. Kiwi, cucumber, apple, and matcha. This is green. As green as Nixu here. This forward facing hunt wants to get that eaten up. Or any sort of shenanigans come his way. So it's like this. This across. Juan does get his scout out of his own base now. Before his wall goes back up. Oh, that's some hideous farms right there. Oof. That's a pattern, alright. Nothing really. It's like the troop center going up, but is there remainder being queued? Not really. Maybe just for attacking. I think anyone's wildly close to. Oh, Nixu, god damn. Yeah, it's a man that was getting building ruled. Up goes his Nova processor. It seems like they know it's forest and it's just like one of T3. But this is the most open forest I've seen in my life. There's definitely room for aggression here and there. What's Nixu gonna do on his foot here? Let's have 8 now. 8 nerfs is pretty strong. How much carbon built up though? I don't know if his T3 time is going to be super wild. John playing this like Age of Empires right now. He's going for the build orders. He's going up to those 28 workers. A leisurely T1. Never really happened with that troop center. Marker waddling around. Just had one Gundark fight and now he's walking into 2 Tuskcats. I think this is dead, right? Yeah, he's dead. And now he's panicking. What was he up to though? What was he planning to do? He'd like wall here. But stalling. He split his damage too. Rip. This is ambitious. Mech factory wall. Juan. Wonder if Juan will. Wonder if he'll do it. Do it. You must do it. Mine the ore. You must mine the ore. Build the thing. Spawn the abominations. Kill the workers. Must always geo warrior whenever you can. There's a good map for it. This is where Mech Factory. Anyone still T1? Let's see. Oh, he's having a bit of a nightmare here. Got that troop center, but no use for it. Everyone's just going to T3. This might as well have said no rush 40, you know? Even though it's super open, like the psychological aspects of it being forest is still there. It's been super annoying with this guy here. It's like trying to stop this wall going up. Did a pretty good job of it as well. Scout coming back. Juan coming to help out. Well, they are walled out, so they can't get there. That's only 2 workers on there. This is... Wait, what? Again? This is amusing. Oh, come on. Come on. Go for the 5-some gangbang here. Oh, it's a foursome. Not inviting the other Tuscat. He's just finding all the animals. Maybe he can drop them somewhere. He's got 14 health to play with. At least drop them on the wall or something to be annoying. Oh. It's out of the frying pan, into the fire, to the black hole. I don't know, into more black holes, I don't know. It's a bad time. Into more bad times. Oh, there you go. You got a hole in your wall. What a way to find out. He's actually turned it into something epic. Might be 2 workers. Might be 2 workers down. But hey. I wouldn't even be surprised if he makes you quit or something. But Juan just wanted a better view of what's going on here. He likes to watch. It's just... It doesn't even fight. It's like, you're dead. I think he's gonna win. No, no, Tuscat goes down. Oh, you should have put in a couple of punches there. He's got a wall now. Disgusting Geonosian fighter, right? Oh well, no, he's not. What a way to die. After all that. Goodbye. Anyway, disgusting Geonosian fighters. Why would you build such a thing? Build geos. Kill workers. How long it took to get to tier 3? The quickest turret being built in the world here. Geo anxiety. I will not go air, for your information. Kind of memos you get from John mid-game. He wouldn't tell you what he's doing, but he's not going air. Could be booming. Could be going strike mix. Could be going pure command centers. But Nixu here is he cross mapping? This is the worst time for it. He's built 3 turrets. So the Russian blunt gameplay. Nixu sensed the triple turrets. Trying to sneak around. Got triple turrets over here as well. Real passive way of playing. See what happens. I don't think there's really much of it. It's like here is like the blind spot or something, but it's not. You can't really position yourself there. So it's going to be hiding behind the wall, building workers. Nixu and Juan can just grab up the map as much as they like. Maybe get holocrons or something. Like, they've got the map control. There's not really going to be much aggression coming their way as well with all that ore. 3 turrets. They want to be going command centers after that, and it's going to be kind of pricey since they require ore. And Republic are air civ, but Geos can go air, as can Wookiees. They're both not as like strong as Republic on the air, but you know, it's the two of them and they've got all this control. Maybe they can get a good boom going and then just, you know, take them down T4. And those strong Wookiee workers are going to be able to deal with all this wildlife. There's 65 HP. Yeah, not really seeing much. I will boom a bit and get a bit more information from John here. He's going to boom a bit. But he will not go air. Three CCs bumping out the glurglings as fast as possible. A bit of a mech switch up here from Juan. Definitely wants to be hitting Este here, doing some sort of damage to him. I guess that'd be a good way for him to slow him down, make him build some mech destroyers. Huh. Sent 3 workers to go and build this wall. It's like 5 workers I've watched now. Is he just going to go and build a fortress on his base now? Is he just had enough? Where are these guys going? Oh, command center. Just crawling forward with command centers. And there he goes. He forces the mech destroyer. And Essay just going to be so behind in terms of being able to contest air, I think, this game. He's lost all those workers, he's turtling with turrets and everything. I don't know what Juan's up to here. It's a bit of a donation. But still, I kind of see it like John's just going to boom here. Essay's put himself too behind. And then this is kind of giving Nixu just free reign to T4 air. He's already on the way. And he's not really doing anything with his fighters because he can't. So he's just going to leapfrog into T4, get shields, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. And Juan, in the meantime, is just going to get a real mean boom going here. Grab up a lot of this map. And he could probably get himself positioned right here with some infrastructure. Being a real commanding lead. Geo's going to do great with all that space, playing like artillery. And the other thing I could really see going is, I don't know, Hasty can really be doing that. One strike mech. A waste. He needs his carbon. He needs more CCs and stuff. Like, what damage is it going to do against the man that's got like 4 command centers? With no upgrades. Such a long time to kill. Nixu's T4, pretty early, 28 minutes. It's like 2 to 6 minutes earlier than you'll usually see when people are fighting in T3 and stuff. Prepare AA battery. I don't really think he's gonna struggle with that. Got all his farms down, but like his carbon income can't be nuts. Let's get in research center. Your wing. Right, and they're having a bit of a falling out as well about this. So John gonna be building it. Anti-air batteries, I guess. I just don't know about playing this way. Because it's like John might not die, but I feel like Estes gonna die. You're just giving your opponents like complete map control for free. Like, and you could slow this down, you know. I reckon you could build batteries and still like harass your opponent and make them waste money on things. Install this, what's happening right now, out by like 5 minutes. As I said, Juan is going to get well strong, I think. Out goes the air, sneaking round. How many batteries have we got? Right, we start at 80 workers. A lot of batteries, 6 batteries, man. Grabbing some hollows. You still got to like crawl out of this base though and get infrastructure down. So what Nixu could actually do is build a fortress here and get a cannon out, start hitting things with cannon, and then just transition into artillery. And just keep John in his base. He's not going to have room for buildings and stuff. It's a real problem with that kind of gameplay. So, they've all slowed themselves down with these batteries and stuff. So Nixu not actually killing them off too much. They are stuck in their bases. So what's Juan going to get up to? He's like right in the center here. Nixu's starting to get some stuff in the center too. Finding an angle here, get quite a lot of workers. 44 workers right now for this thing. Quite a bit of disagreement about it. And these guys are going to get capped as well, aren't they? Some upgrades here. Nixu's got anything on the ground yet. I'm trying to crawl out, get some infrastructure, get some of the space. I think Nixu should just focus on him now, though, and shouldn't really let this happen. Should make it really difficult for John to crawl out here. And it should be difficult, because you've just got batteries. You don't have, like, advanced turrets. Just a couple of AA mobiles, and they do not do too well. So this shouldn't even happen. Like, you should make your opponent fight for this. Fight really hard for this. It's the problem of being contained in your base. Because if you think about it, these can't deal anything. This isn't an advanced turret. Batteries are all over here. So what kills the fighters, really? That's why I would have liked to see Nixu just waddle over, build a fortress here in the high ground, just keep John out this hill. And then you've got the hill elevation as well. Right, Juan, you've been fattening yourself up for a long time. It's a slow T4. You've got to be ready to pump some units out, surely. This is cheeky. Have to get Nixu to do the same, though. And over here. I think he's getting away with that. So we've got some strikes out here for John. He's getting on top of this position. Where are these fighters, man? Fighters have been way too... They're advanced too. Over here killing these strike mags. He needs to get that late game army out. Those troopers, those artillery, what Wookiee's good for. See how impotent these A-mobiles actually are. Strike mags all go down. Troopers are popping out. No plus damage yet though. No health, not too scary. Needs to kill that cannon. It was there. Juan getting over here and helping though, bringing the mech destroyers. Troopers need to shoot the blooming mounties. God, this is some terrible micro from both players here. Cannon just hitting things. Not getting focused. What a mess. AST in the meantime, can he catch up with all this chaos that's going on? Both their attention's focused on John here at the moment. Good time for AST. Got some masters, maybe we can drop them into the base, be annoying. Do something with that. There come the artillery, 10+1 range. Let's do a tech check. Unpowered research center. That's not a good sign. It's forest vision. We need heavy weapons engineers. More contraband assault mechs today. It's a good opportunity for her though. Do some good damage. Kind of plug it and play. It doesn't really need too many of the upgrades, so all that bonus damage. And some interceptor is going to do well against Nixu's air here. Just not got too much of it. Doesn't want to build too much of it. Just focused on this now. Got 1 health. We've got stim packs, I guess. There's +1 damage. Wow, it's taking a while to get his units out. Real sleepy gameplay from Juan. Should be flush with cash, and he is. 18 idols, but so much carbon, food, Nova. And this is going to get scary. You see it just building before your eyes, this Wookiee Death Ball. Shield generator from Juan. Not microing though. You can see these artilleries are actually focusing down the artillery of Nixu's. This assault mech's going to do really nice against them. Bam! And just need some cannons. I don't think John will be able to do anything about cannons over here. Masters do land, and they're being annoying here, converting stuff. You could steal the anti-air turret, which would be a big issue. But it's not really enough to bail John out at the moment. It's annoying, but they're not reliant on trade yet. It's too early for that. I don't really feel ST's got the air out. I mean, he's getting terrorized right now by fighters, so maybe hope he can convert these turrets and then bring his air over. Try and kill the workers. $75 health now. They're getting there. Where's Juan's units? The next destroyer's pumping out now. Getting pushed back because I'm just not seeing much artillery out of Nixu. If he's got Nova problems or what. No, he's just not the attacker die thing. Just not spending his money. There we go. He's pretty rich. John losing everything there. Calling for air, but I mean, see how they are? Still getting harassed with these. I think they've lost it. Look at this swell. Juan Megito online, 281. He's gotten all the upgrades before he showed up. Trying to go mount this, you know it's bad when you're trying to go mount these Gungans. And out come the artillery. It's just a bit of a lapse in Nixu's production, and now that it's out here, bam. They're gonna be GG. So Nixu and Juan gonna be taking things here, 3 and 2. Pretty entertaining. There's been some sleepy gameplay here and there, but it's been pretty good. Enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. If you enjoy the content, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you want to see more content. If you want to get involved in these types of games, you'll find our GBG Discord server invite link down below in the description field. There's one for the Expanding Fronts mod server, which is the mod we're playing here. You find it like the vublay.com, which is the client. It's like the old MSN Game Zone, where you can play the game online. And remember, if you've got Prime, you can pick up the game for free or give it to a friend or something. You'll just get a code from that. And if you want to support the channel in another way, maybe buy me a coffee. There's a PayPal link in the description field as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Goodbye. Oh, and may the force be with you. Yada. Ciao. Bye.